The addiction is still real. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be showing you my record show finds from Sunday. I had no business going to a record show, I know. I have so much to listen to from VCLT and basically stuff from the last month, but you know, the only reason I can justify it is by saying that the next one isn't until March of next year, so kind of wanted to stock up a little bit for the winter, and I feel like I got some really good deals. I really find the best deals at these record shows, and I feel like it's my favorite place to buy vinyl. So I brought $80. I ended up spending $75. Once I spent that $75, I was like, nope, we gotta head out the door right now. So met some really cool VC members there at the show. I finally met Red at Redco Music, and he ended up giving me some CDs at the end of the show, which was very generous. And also met Derek. His channel is Psych Derek. Derek Higgins was there walking around, and then Garen was actually feeling a little under the weather that day, so he didn't go, but so it was cool to meet some fellow VC members, and yeah, Chris bought some cool stuff too, but he's not in this video. Again, you guys, he's busy with his eBay stuff, and he does improv on the side, so he keeps busy doing other things, and he doesn't get to listen to his records until like months after buying them, but he did buy some AC/DC, which is his favorite band, a Phil Collins, and some Steppenwolf, so he got some good stuff. I'm gonna get started so I don't waste any more of your time. The first vendor here, I got these albums for $15 total, so 3 albums for $15. Super stoked to find Pre-Flight from the Byrds. I believe this is an 80s reissue. I'm not totally sure on that. Again, I don't really pay attention too much to those things. Can you even see the track listing? Oh my gosh, please focus. Anyway, this is early versions of Byrds songs. Really, really good set of songs on here. It's on Columbia. One of my favorite songs is on here by the Byrds, and that is Here Without You. When I first started recording covers about 20 years ago, that was one song I played. It's just a song that has really, I don't know, resonated with me. Beautifully written. A lot of the songs on here are Gene Clark songs, which I like. So the Airport song that has really lovely vocals, I like their version of Mr. Tambourine Man on this one. Here Without You, of course, The Reason Why, and You Won't Have to Cry. Just really, really stunning versions of these tunes on here. Happy to pick that up. Alright, from the same vendor, I also got 2 early Madonna releases, $5 each, which is a really good deal. I think this is her first album. These are both on Sire, so I won't show the label, but you can kind of see the track listing. On this one, you have Lucky Star, Borderline, and Holiday. So, I like early Madonna. The only other one I have from her is True Blue, so it's nice to finally get these in my collection, because I usually see these for $10 to $15 each. And these are $5 each. So here's Like a Virgin. I like the picture of her there on the back. So the songs on here you'll recognize are Material Girl, Like a Virgin, and Dress You Up. So really good early Madonna material right there. $15 total for those 3. Let's go with this one next. I finally found a copy of Heart's Dreamboat Annie. This is a classic album. I like it basically for nostalgia reasons, because my mom played it in her car, or her Toyota Previa when we were growing up, that ugly ass van. But yeah, this is just an album I really, really enjoy because it was played a lot. You know, the classics on here, Magic Man and Crazy on You. I also like Dreamboat Annie. So just good songs on here from the Wilson sisters, and this is on Capitol. I haven't spun this yet, but it was only $4, so I couldn't resist. All right, next I finally found a copy of Another Scoop from Pete Townsend. This is a double LP set. It's the second scoop in his series, and I'll show you. I got this for $8, which is a really good deal, I think, for a double LP, and it's in perfect shape. It doesn't look played. Here's the gatefold. Really beautiful artwork. Here's the track listing on the back. So with these scoop sets, you get really early versions of Who songs, demos that Pete did, which his demos are just brilliant. I don't know if you guys have heard them, but give them a listen sometime. It's on Atco. These don't look like they've been played before. So yeah, some early Who songs, like the demos. You get Pinball Wizard, Happy Jack, You Better You Bet, La 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 Lies, Pictures of Lily, Don't Let Go the Coat, The Kids Are Alright. So it's a really good listen here with the Scoop series. So I was happy to find that. I've been looking for this one for a while, actually. So it was nice to stumble upon that. Alright, the next vendor sold me these 2 albums for $20 total. $20 total for these 2. The 3 O'Clock Ever After. I've talked about the 3 O'Clock before. They are an 80s Paisley Underground band. This, however, is not a good album, I found out. It's a promo. The best song on here is Susie's on the Ball Now. And this is on IRS, which of course you'll recognize as REM's label. So the 3 O'Clock were really good, especially their first few albums. However, this is later in their career. This is like their second to the last album. They were really losing steam. This album sounds really dated, just that 80s kind of overproduced sound. It's not good. I didn't like this, but that's okay. It's just another record from my collection from a band I like. You know, you're gonna find that you don't like all the releases from your favorite bands or bands you really like, and that's normal. And you know, when you go to these shows, you don't have time to sample albums. I think I did well overall, but that's probably my only dead album that I got. So the next one I got is Animal Tracks from the Animals. Been looking for an affordable album from this band for a while. This is the first LP by the Animals in my collection, finally. There's the track listing on there. Just a phenomenal album right here. It's kind of split on the top, but that's okay. It plays great. The label is MGM, which is really weird. I didn't know they had a record label. So the songs you'll recognize on here are We Gotta Get Out of This Place and Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. I love Eric Burdon's voice on this. Good place to start. So I was happy to find that. All right, we're down to the last 4. This vendor was awesome because I think he's at every show that I go to, but these 4 were $27, all half off. His stuff is all half off, so this is a really good deal, and his selection is really good. So, all right, the first artist here, I'm really late to the party on listening to him. I have a greatest hits compilation, but I have nothing else from him, so this was kind of my introduction into his albums, and it's This Year's Model from Elvis Costello. A really beautiful copy. It plays very well. This is his second album. I think it's from 1978. Yeah. I would consider this a perfect album. Wow, this kind of blew me away. Perfect pop songs. This is on Columbia. Wow, I'm really going to be getting more into his stuff in the future. I know he has a new album coming out this week too, so he's still going strong. Kudos to him. That's my first Elvis Costello on LP. Alright, the next one I found is a Hollies album, Pay You Back With Interest. I found out later this is an 80s release compilation. I was hoping it was a full-length studio album, but it's not. Here's the track listing. Still, it's nice to have more Hollies in my collection. I'm hoping to find some of their studio albums soon. But again, this was cheap and I couldn't really pass it up. It's on Liberty. So a good compilation right there. I'm really getting into them. Like their harmonies, I've mentioned before. Their songs are just really well done. Perfect pop from the 60s. 2 more, you guys. Alright, The Buggles' Age of Plastic. I've been looking for this forever. Let me fix my phone because I think the sun finally just came out and it's been raining here like the past 4 or 5 days. So yeah. This is just a really fun, essential 80s album. I think everyone should have this. If you like the 80s, you're going to like this a lot. Video Killed the Radio Star is on here. and the label is Island Records, which is kind of interesting. But the other songs I liked on here are I Love You, Miss Robot, Clean Clean, and Elstree. It's just a really fun listen, so I was happy to finally pick that up. All right, the last one is an album from the Kinks, and this is my first LP of the Kinks. I've been looking to find something affordable of them, and this was it. This is on Marble Arch. Oh, let me show you what it is first. It's Kinda Kinks. This is actually an import reissue of this album. Again, I don't really care about that, but it's on Marble Arch. I think this is their second album. Again, not their best. Certainly not their worst. But, okay. This one has Tired of Waiting on it. And other good songs. I haven't spun this one yet, but it looks really clean. There's the track listing. So again, not their best, not their worst, but happy to have found it for, I think I spent $8 for it. And again, total for those albums was $27 for those 4 I just showed. Okay, onto the CDs that Red gave me at the end of the show, which he didn't need to do. Super kind guy. He's a lot taller than I thought he would be too. But he gave me Matthew Sweet's Girlfriend. Sorry, it was dark and now it's light again. Had to fix something. Matthew Sweet's Girlfriend, which I now have a CD and cassette version of this because Linda Legg, Andre, he sent me a cassette of this a month or 2 ago. One of my favorite albums. Solid power pop album. Anna Nalick, Wreck of the Day. Now, she had the song Breathe. This came out in 2004. I'm excited to listen to the rest of it because I don't know what the rest is going to sound like. Then he gave me Joan Osborne's Relish. Just a great 90s release. You guys know the song One of Us. How could you not know that song? The Rembrandts. Don't need to say much about that. The Friends theme song. Reality Bites soundtrack. Now this is really interesting because it has some of my favorite artists on here. The Knack is on here. Julian Hatfield. Lisa Loeb. The Posies. Crowded House. Lenny Kravitz. Dinosaur Jr. and Squeeze. So really good set of songs on there. And then finally, this takes me back to my elementary school days. Ace of Base, The Sign. Yeah, I had this on cassette and probably nearly wore it out. So it'll be nice to relive my childhood with that. Thank you again, Red. That was very generous of you. So, did you guys see the Record Store Day release list for Black Friday? I took a look at it and I don't think I'll be able to afford much from it. I really want that Toad the Wet Sprocket 5 LP box set, but geez, that's probably going to be like $300 or something. And then I saw the Bird Sweetheart of the Rodeo 4 LP set. That looks interesting. There's a Matthew Sweet full-length album being released, which I want. A Smashing Pumpkins single. Some other good stuff. What are you guys going to get? Are you going to go? I don't know if I'm actually going to go. I might go like later in the day or that weekend. We'll see. But that's all I had to show you guys. It was a fun day in the record show. It always is. I'm going to have to wait a while to go to the next one. But I have plenty to listen to this winter with this stack and all the VCLT I just received. So it's going to be a good time. Alright, you guys, that's all I've got. Hopefully you have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.